Hello everyone, welcome back to the Battlefield. It's Ryan here. We have another Pauper video for you today. This is a user submitted deck by Asha, one of my members on the channel. Thank you, Asha, for sending through this deck. I have a lot of fun with the real go wide strategy. So Asha sent me through their kobolds list that they've been running at their locals, and so they did pretty well with it. I will put the original list in the description. I have tweaked this list. So this is the first variant. Also, I've played some matches and did some more tweaks. So you'll get a match first of this with this deck list, and then I tweaked it a little bit more and then played another match to see how I liked it. But I really liked it was a really cool engine, essentially. So the whole idea from what I could see is you play a crap ton of kobolds and a crap ton of the 0-drops. They're all 0-1s with funny flavor text on it. Like, where's this one? Yeah, no, not this one. Here, kobolds are harmless, and let me tell you, they're not harmless. And obviously the Ornithopter and Phyrexian Walker. Then it runs a bunch of these 1-drops that scry. But this is such a cool card. So originally, Asha had it for 3. I just put it up to 4. It's Ancestral Recall with an extra text on it that says, tap 4 untapped creatures. So a lot of the time, you can actually do this in turn 1 or turn 2. Play your kobolds, play an island or whatever, and just gem a shared discovery, refill the hand, keep going. So the whole idea is you play your kobolds, play your scries. Once you have your high level of kobolds in play, you can just tuck them down and just try and find some of your ending pieces or draw more. So you got the shared discoveries, meeting of the minds. I put in Salt Road Pack Beasts. Originally they were village rights. I've chucked them over to the sideboard in case we wanted more grind. But I felt like sacrificing a village right, sacrificing a kobold and drawing two unknown cards, and you're just trading a village right for a kobold. You're not getting as much as you want out of it. You kind of wanted a little bit more value. So I just tucked them in the sideboard to see if they were good there. And I just put 2 Thraben Charms in the main deck just to have a bit of interaction. You know, if I need to get rid of like a pesky random, I don't know, terror or something like that or whatnot. So this was the main deck. I did do the tweaks. I will show you in a little bit what they do look like. But essentially, yeah, you just go big and then you do a big rally of the peasants and just get in for a lot of damage. The Martyr DVT kind of helps with the mana filtering, so you can actually get the red source in, so you don't have to tap down a kobold and then play the rally peasants for flashback. There are games where you are doubling the rally peasants with just a crap ton of kobolds out and just going ham. The sideboard, I tweaked a fair bit. Sorry, Asha. You did have some really cool spells in there, like what was it? The 1 mana spell that you get gain 2 life for each creature you control. I feel like this deck is very, very fast. So, and it plays to the board a lot. So I swapped it out for some Lunite Veterans as well for a bit of resilience. So you can play that and just play all your spells and gain life over time. And also it still allows us for our critical mass of creatures. So it adds to the Salt Road Pack Beast, or we can tap it for a Meeting of the Minds to get more kobolds. I put 2 more Thraben Charms in here just because I wanted the versatility. And I don't feel like we can over dilute the deck too much, you know, just by putting one thing in. And then I just put a Hydro Blast and Spell Pierces. I feel like we can just take out some level of these 1-drops, just so we have something against, you know, Breath Weapon and stuff like that, or Cast into the Fire, or, you know, all those variants. And I just did Spell Pierces because I was really scared of Shrivel, Arms of Hadar, Drown in Sorrow, Suffocating Fumes, you know, the dangerous trio of those black spells that can just wreck our creatures. And then, yeah, the Village Rights, just to see if we have a bit of grind. So I played this, and then I came in with some tweaks, which I'll show you as well. This is what I swapped it out to. So I changed the basics. So again, Asha didn't have any basics, so we're just running a playset of the encampment, the settlement, and the bridges. And so I just swapped it out for some basics and made this deck more blue-white as well. Because I found if you're tapping with the encampment, you're putting a lot more stress on your creatures for tapping, because you want to tap them for other things. You know, you want to tap them for the unexpected assistance, or the Meeting of the Minds, or the shared discoveries. So some of these shared discoveries, you're tapping for blue with the encampment, and then you need 5 creatures to do it. So it allowed us to make our turn 1s a little bit better by having these islands in the deck. So we can essentially go island, play 4 kobolds, or, you know, 0-drops, and then go shared discovery, fill up the hands, or we have the planes, and then we can go Salt Road Pack Beast on turn 1. Pretty good as well. So the mana base I made probably needs to be revamped. I did put the command bridge back in because I did find it was valuable, and especially because I'm running unexpected assistance now, I wanted to have a way to get double blue. And this is really cool. This is a really cooked idea, but I put in 4 Artificer's Assistant. So this is whenever you cast the Historic Spell Scry 1. So we're not running too many artifact spells. We're running just the Ornithopters and Phyrexian Walkers. But there were times where, like, you play the Devotee and that was it. But you kind of get chip damage in with the flyers. So the Fairy Seer felt like came in with a fair bit of flying damage. And so if we had the assistant in play and we still needed to kind of like go through our draws, if we were drawing off the unexpected assistance and whatnot, we can discard some kobolds if we have too many out. We can play our Ornithopters and Phyrexian Walkers and continuously scry through the deck as well while still drawing cards and whatnot. What I was thinking is probably maybe having more Anthem effects, but I think this was fun, especially with this in the discard and getting these Rally the Peasants a bit quicker. I found this can be better than the Village Rites, I feel, because you're netting more cards, and if you have too many kobolds or just too many Meeting of the Minds in your hand, at least you can kind of filter that through. So yes, and in terms of the sideboard, it didn't change too much. I did just cut some Village Rites and then just get the Spell Pierce and just moved with the Thraben Charms and stuff to the sideboard, because essentially we are a deck that wants to just go ham very quickly at the beginning. So yes, this was the deck. Let me know what you think. It was fun to play. I could probably take this through a league as well. It probably needs a little bit more tweaking and just more of a assessment of what it looks like against all the main top tier decks before we take it through a league. If you do enjoy these videos, please feel free to like and subscribe. I do memberships as well. And you can use my code Tron in Mana Traders to get a little bit of money off. Anyway, this was really fun to brew. If you have some ideas, send them through. I am taking some members' requests. They want me to play some decks and tweak them. Apologies, I probably will tweak them a little bit just because I got that white weenie brain. So I'm going to add in some weird stuff anyway. But anyway, thank you, and I'll see you in the first one. All right, on the play here, let's have a look at what we have. I mean, this draws cards. This is what we want to see. Yeah, so we just play our kobolds out, and then I guess we can tap into a Meeting of the Minds straight off. That's good. We're on the play as well. Alright, so let's play this. I have to F6 through all this though. Don't shrivel me, bro. Oh gosh, we will cast. Pass turn. They're probably like, what the hell is going on? I mean, Tron's probably good against me. Alright, let's go. We will go blue. Tap this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Draw 3 cards. Well, that's exactly what we wanted. So we can play this, play Mighty Devotee, and then go Rally. Bottom lead. This is how it's meant to go. So we just Rally next turn and Rally the following turn. And we use the filter as well, so all creatures can attack. Nice. Do this. We can do this instant speed, but now like this. Attack with everything. Everything's an elite vanguard, baby. And we will play this other kobold. Pass. And then they're on 7. I mean, they can get their big dude gain like 5, but we're just going to flash back the Rally, hopefully. They block that 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So if they gain 5, which they can, it's not enough. I think Bonders is going to cut the mustard here. They can gain life. They need to gain like more than 6 life essentially. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. They need to gain 8 life minimum. Max. They need to gain 9 life. No! Main deck? Oh no, dude. Grim. Oh, it's all falling apart. Well, let's just try and rebuild, I guess, somehow. Don't draw any shared discoveries and we should be fine. At least we bottomed all that other crap. No. I forgot they sometimes run the candidate. That's our worst draw. We're not playing this Rally. We just pass. And we kind of just have to, I mean, Jet Discovery, not good right now. Not good at all. was looking so good for us. Main deck Cannonade is brutal. I get why they run it though. Like otherwise they just get overrun by all kinds of shenanigans. Okay. The old blasting jelly, eh? They've probably, depends on what we draw, but we're probably pretty cooked. We kind of need to draw like a meeting of the minds. Okay. Yeah, we're cooked here. The fact that they can sack these and gain 10 life, we're cooked. Alright. Now, if only they didn't have Cannonade, eh? So, let's bring in our Hydroblast. That's why they're there. Take out this Raven Charms. And then we want to cut one card, I guess. The pack beasts are kind of nice. It would be a Kobold. Probably an Ornithopter. Yeah, you can't cut the main engine of the deck. You could cut maybe a nah, let's just run it. Alright, running it back, run it back, run it back. That was a brutal fiery Cannonade. Oh gosh. I'm not used to seeing that straight off the bat. We could run Smell Pierce instead. But they had like all the mana to like Spell Pierce wasn't really good. Maybe we just bring in Spell Pierces actually. In cuts, cut like a seer and just run a mix. And be a little bit slower, I guess. We didn't get to submit that anyway. Spell Pierce is obviously good in that early portion of the game. Yeah, look, I think we keep this because if we draw any other creature, then we can start doing more stuff. And 3 meeting the minds is fine. We have a Hydroblast to protect everything in the end of the day, so protect our little kobolds. I think we don't play our creatures straight off though. I think we just pass and then see what they do. Like an island's good. An island would be a fantastic draw as well. Well, now let's cast this. We'll play the fairies here and make sure we have all that. Devotee is nice. We want a Lando instead. Might just want this instead so we can, I think we actually don't want the Devotee. This on top, so then we can play out all our 0 drops and then Meeting of the Minds. This. I think Meeting of the Minds. This is a way different game 2 here. They don't have any Tron lands. They topped as well. Okay. Alright, okay. Alright. Let's play out the clown. We won't attack, we'll just pass. We'll just see what they do, and I think we just... I mean, we probably Meeting the Minds and just try and hit another 0 drop, to be honest, or a land, which is like likely, because then we can keep up Hydroblast. Let's draw some cards, eh? There we go. That's what we want. We just pass. This is I'm kind of happy with this. We got a way to handle their thing. We can play a lot of stuff. They can forest cycle. I'm comfortable because we just build up what we have. You know what I mean? Good clean living. Draw some more 0 drops and get to a rally, eh? That's what I want. They still can't do anything specific. Let's just play more stuff. We will just play the Shed Discovery and tap down the dinky creatures here. Here's my Ancestral Recall opponent. That's nice, but we can go land Pack Beast. And then we can just attack with the Fairy Seer, but we'll draw cards, see what we get. Fairy Seer. I don't really want to play, I want to keep up Hydroblast. So I think we just attack for 1. And then we'll attack for 5 every turn, and then we'll just hold up this Hydroblast. They kept a very dinky hand. They could also be running Shrivel. Like, they can run a bunch of different things other than Crop Rot. Okay. I mean, Crop Rot's fine with me. Can spell pierce that. It's like they're not even playing a Tron deck anymore. I think they're underestimating the deck now. I think they kept like a bit of a sketcher, and they're like, yeah, it's fine. Oh, that's fine. Well, like, we can't do anything about it anyway, but they can gain life. Like, I'm happy getting to a point where we can just double rally or something like that. We're playing ways to draw cards. I just care about Cannonade. That's what I care about. We can go wide. That's what we can do. But once they Cannonade us once, we're pretty cool. That's a rally. I think we could even just start with a rally, keep up Hydroblast. Was this 2, 4, 6, 8, 11? Yeah. We could just do it twice. They have another land though. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 17. It is like, yeah, we can do it twice, but then we can't. I mean, we can't keep up Hydroblast. Let's just do that. Let's live on the edge a little bit, eh? We're not living on the edge, we still have Hydroblast up. Like, you know what I mean? Let's attack everything. They probably want to Cannonade here just to save life anyway. If they have it. Yeah, let's just Hydroblast that. Cast. And target spell if it's red. Hopefully they just don't have another one. That's what I'm hoping they don't have. We can kind of claw back, but, you know. And then we have to go Fairy Seer. Alright. We got Bonder's Ornament. Maybe like a Weather the Storm, I guess, is what they have. Pretty sure that is what they have. Let's just play. I'd rather have the Fairy Seer. Let's just go. I think they have Weather the Storm. What it looks like. I don't want. We don't want this. We want the rally on top though. And yeah, let's just go. Oh, not that. Red, please. Tap you. Rally. And yeah, I think they have a Weather the Storm. We cast 2 spells, so they'll gain 9 life. Okay. Okie dokie. Alright. Let's just run it back. We could actually bring the spell piercers instead. It could be valuable. Hitting a Bonders or something early might be good. Nah. Be more reactive, I guess. Let's cut a Fairy Seer and run. Maybe like 2. Just so that I don't want to cut anything specific. I think it's. You know what? I don't think the spell pieces are that good in multiple. Let's just cut. Just run one extra. Alright, this hand's actually pretty close, but we can't keep this. We'll have to mull. Look, this is pretty good. We will keep this. What I want to bottom though, probably like with the planes. We can scry. We want all the creatures are the same for the Salt Red Pack piece anyway. We do need to get to 3 lands to get anywhere good though. But they'll probably cook us now with what they have. But anyway, we'll play this. Play this. Play our dinky creatures. Play this. Play Fairy Seer. Tap you. At least we got this Hydroblast again. But we do need to build up. So We kind of need... down the bottom, put that on top. 4, 5, not enough. It's just a little bit dinky. I think we have two like just weird turns. We probably actually should have just topped the fairy seer there. But at least now we can, my thinking is you can play the 0-drop and then we can just hold up Hydro Blast if we want to. All right, so they don't have Tron straight away. So let's just attack for 1. But we do need to draw something. I just want to keep up Hydro Blast. That's my thing. Like if they just go like, oh, I'll get a land and then you know, at least now, yeah, tricky. But we're gonna find out if it's good enough or not. Who kept the Seer and played it this turn and just tried to fade a Cannonade? It could have been okay. But I think here it's just like, now we got the 0-drop, we can go Shared Discovery and then try and... No, we can't. We still need the 0-drop. But the mine, I guess they can't... They don't have red here anyway, so maybe we should just risk it. Now we're in a really awkward place now. We'll just attack for 1 then. So I should have risked it and just had the fairies here, because then we would have been fine. This is why I put the islands in the deck though, so we can share Discovery and not have to tap 5. Probably too far now. Well, now they can just, well, they can't cannonade us yet. Opt. Interesting stuff. Yeah, and they can just have cannonade. The problem is now we kind of have to do shields down and pray to hit a land, I think. They don't have Tron yet. I think we just have to try and draw, like, even if we draw like land and... Alright, there we go. The shields are still up. That's good. But we will just pass with the Hydro Blast. And then we'll play another Shared Discovery, and then we'll go Saltwater Pack Beast. I think we can get into a spot where we can just go absolutely nuts. And just wail on them with a big rally with all these kobolds. I'm kind of glad we don't have these spell pierces now. Not be good. You got Tron working, my boy. It's all there. Yep. Seems good. Very good. We get Candy Trail, which is also very good. And we got time. I think we just have the time to get a really crazy board. We need to find some lands and some rally effects. Let's still start with Ancestral Recall. There's an island, which we will play. Gosh, I'd love just to play 2 more pack beasts. You know, they can't actually cannonade first. Let's just tap this and play a Saltwater Pack Beast first and see what we draw. I mean, we will cast it. Play islands, go. We'll keep adding, slowly we'll keep adding. We'll take a couple hits from this. Probably just do a big giant rally turn, essentially. I think we just stumbled for 2 turns though, which yeah, not totally happy about. Barrels of Blood. Okay. I assume that'll be Pack Beast here at some point. 2 7/7s, it's good. They should be attacking with that Colossus. I might be playing a little bit too safe, I think. Anyway, we will. That's fine if they want to do that. Like, let's play this Kobold, and we'll tap that to do the Pack Beast. I should probably. Sorry, I should have played the Seer first to scry. My bad. Fine. So let's play this. Try and find another draw. Don't want this other last bottom meeting of the mind. Like, they're gonna blasting jelly anyway. Alright, that's kind of good. Let's go land. Let's play this other kobold. Go wide and try and get some rally and just, I guess, double rally. Did this one. Draw another card. I'll do Devotee. Oh, we have to keep up Hydro Blast, so we will just attack for one in the air. Good old one in the air, eh? Well, they can also still recannonate us. But they're just cracking. Yeah, they're just gaining 3 life and draw. Fair enough. I think our turn literally has to be a swing out. Maybe they're looking for double cannonade. This is such a silly matchup. You see how Spring Drums is not kind of good with these tap lands. Like, it looks like you want to run it in these. I don't think you. Drawing. They got Tron. I would have loved to just play the Scry this turn and not worry about a cannonade or a main deck cannonade. Iron Giant, Vigilance, Reach, Trample. There you go. There it is. That's a good one. That is a good one. It's a very silly game. I was going to keep that other Hydro Blast though. Yeah, the Bumbleworm. I think we can go wide, but we need to go wide very soon. And we're going to be blocking. We've got 2 shots really, I think. It should be attacking. I will probably block one, not attack with. Okay. Well, back to us. Let's see what we get, eh? Nothing good. I think we basically need to just find a rally. I guess. Try and find a rally and then double activate it. Right, do we find a rally? That is the question. I don't think. I mean, we probably do have a couple turns on us. We could play that next turn. Definitely could. Because we've got the Pack Beast, we can maybe deal with it. We can't attack with our flyers. I mean, we've got 3 Pack Beasts. I guess we can triple block something. This is a weird game, man. This is why I wanted this Auto Pack Beast as well. Just a little bit of extra oomph. That's a good card. Drawing a lot of. Draws 8 cards. I mean, if they just go double cannonade, they technically can because they got the Crystal Grotto and the Barrels of Blasting. They got the Bonder's Ornament. We'll do both, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7. Yeah, they can double cannonade if they want to. Okay. The Sorrow Pack basically is kind of holding their own a little bit. They do make things not too unbearable. Ancient Stirrings, okay, there we go. No cannonades as of yet. Also, I'll be attacking with the tramplers, getting in. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4. Maybe they just want to crack the Bonder's Ornament. They've played their land. We've bottomed a Hydroblast, so if they do have more than one cannonade, we're cooked. We really are cooked. I don't hate the idea of a guiding voice. I think it's actually not too bad of an idea. Weather the Storm. Can't do much about that. Let's just, draw more cards and see if we can do anything, eh? I'm so sorry this game's going too long, but I feel like there's a slight chance we can win this. They can keep playing their creatures and gaining life, but we could just do some really big rally turns and just continue drawing a crap ton of cards, especially with this. We just tap down 4 kobolds. Done these. Draw 3 more kobolds. Alright, we'll play the 2 kobolds. We need to get a rally, that's the problem as well. We actually need to draw a rally. Be able to rally. We just pass. I can't have 6 because of cannonade. Reach and trample, eh? Reach and trample. How much is it anyway? 4, 8, 12, 16. If we double rally, it's going to be good, but 4 blocks will block that. 4, 8, 12. That's a problem card. They can sack and gain 10 more life. Yep, got 2. I think we're kind of cooked here. If we don't do a rally next turn, we're cooked. We just swing out on the damage. No, it's not a rally. I think we'll pack it in there. The fact they're going to be gaining 10 more life and they have a blasting jelly, so they can gain 30 more life, it's just too much, so we'll concede. But you see how this deck kind of worked. I think we stumbled at that beginning part. Like Beast into Kobold. Yeah, we weren't drawing into too much. There we go. Alright, we're on the play for this one. Let's have a look. Good old hand of ours. We have to mull this, no lands. This hand's good. We want the Meeting of the Minds. I actually think we tuck the rally on these lands, and this will allow us to likely play a Meeting of the Minds. We won't do anything else that we pass. We do need a bit of action to get these things to work, though. We just need like one more creature to really get this turned on. That's all. This is very doable. And then we just draw our deck, hopefully. Okay. Swing land. It's all good. Let's just play these now. We have 6. It's just more if they have counterspell. I want these creatures to resolve. Otherwise we're cooked. Alright, playing against Terra. I feel terrible against Terra. Like, we have ways to... It's just more if they counterspell our Anthem effects and whatnot. And that was a good thought scout from them. This is where we could run Red Blast. I was thinking about that. But we got Spell Pierce and, that's fine. Let's cast... I do want to do the Meeting of the Minds. They might have Spell Pierce, but I think that what it is. Because I wouldn't mind playing that land. Don't have enough. You just play this Ornithopter out. And then next time we can play Assault Rope Pack Beast and then do another Meeting of the Minds, which I think is fine. Still play the rally plan. I am still thinking like we could run a sideboard package with Starting Voice, but I think every time we're just going to be getting How to Start a Riot. And it's a lot of coloured pips, so like things don't work as well, you know. Straight up. Probably going to counter whatever I play. Land. Okay, so now we can just kind of go like the white source, or we could just play. I'm playing Meeting of the Mind first. Play this white source tap. Just I don't think it's resolving. I don't see anywhere where any of this is. Could wait for their end step. You kind of do that. We can go white, colorless, tap. And we don't have enough to play the Meeting of the Minds if they counter that. Tricky. Blue, 1, 2, 3. Can we just pass? Yeah, I think we just pass the Meeting of the Minds on their end step. We do blue. We just do an unexpected assistance. Out for that. Blue, yeah, we can do that. I might do that. I think the thing that I want is I want to resolve the Assault Rope Pack Beast. So what I'm doing. And you get some, pen to paper, you know, you get some stuff on the board. And that's why I think the basics are good here. And we don't have to tap as much. Like if one of these was like an island, it would be a lot easier. So blue, and colorless, tap. I reckon I'd want to counter it. It's pretty nice to counter this. They haven't done anything else. Yeah, we knew that they had a spell piece kicking somewhere. Right. I mean, we'll play a kobold, won't we? Now we can do everything. So let's just go a Meeting of the Minds. Pass this. Undo. Blue. That's the counter spell. We'll play you now. Hopefully we draw something nice. Rally? I'll take a rally. Rally would be nice. Shared Discovery is also nice. With a bit of time, these Ornithopters can block as well. We can draw some cards next turn. We'll also play a Terror and we don't get anything else. Here it is. Big boy. 2 serpents. Cool. They have to hit with that. Let's just do the discovery. And probably put a kobold in front of that thing. Walker. Hit discovery. Bing. Bong. 4. That. Yes, so. Land. Kobold. Then what we do is we just block a serpent, take 10, go to 1. The thing is, I can try and so I could go kobolds will keep like blue, colorless, tap that. If I don't hit another one, they're cooked. Let's just think 2, 4, 6, 8, 12. Is not enough. It's such a tall order though, and we've already played a land. We need to hit a 0 drop. Or we just double block these and then do the meeting of the minds. That's probably better to do. And then we just do 2 hits of the rally, I guess. It gets extra bad if they have another terror, so we'll just go block. Block. Meeting of the minds. It resolves. Okay. They play a terror, it's kind of cooked. We could also do a defensive rally, which is crazy. Actually block out and like get rid of their serpents, but then we don't have anything left. Another pack piece is interesting. Lose those 2. And look, what I am gonna do, play this pack piece, see if it resolves. Kobold. Let's play the kobold. Block 2. This is where I'm thinking we could do the defensive. Six. I think we attack, and then next turn we can go double and hope that's enough. And block what? Back with this, just like block 2, and then try and double a rally, try and get another 0 drop off the top. It's a very tall order, don't get me wrong. And then also if they have a sleep in their graveyard, they did. Multiple spell pieces graveyard. They didn't draw permission for the meeting of the minds. Deep analysis, hard cast. There's a terror. So they're tapping out. So let's just work out the math so we don't die here. And then we can double rally. So obviously we have to jump something in front of this. Yeah. Then what does that look like? They can block here and then they'll take 4, 8, 12. And we do need to draw. Do you have to block like that, which is close with. If we draw a creature or our planes, we win the game. That's not going to cut the mustard. The assistant, that was a 0 drop before. So if we attack with everything, we block like here. We'll play the land. You have to tap that down and block this, and they take 8. Exactly. Yeah, they block this and take 4, 8, 16. They take Exactsies. Well, let's just attack with everything, I guess. Yeah, I mean, yeah. We did have it. Okay. Man, they're gonna be so mad about this. Resolves, and then cast it again. It's Exactsies. I'm so sorry, bro. I'm so sorry. Let's bring in these Thraben Charms. I kind of don't want... sorry, the Spell Pierce. kind of don't want the Thraben Charms. I feel like we can just block as we need to. I don't like the absence as much, or as many artificers, but they're just going to be counted. I think it's fine like this. We'll run it back. Maybe I should run some level of Blue Blast, though, I think, is what I'm thinking. This is actually like an okay hand here, because we can just play all the Kobolds, play Seer. If we get another land, then we can play the Salt Road. We do need some draw spells, though, and it gets a bit more dicey if they have Counterspell. Well, now I think we just play the Pack Beast out. Good. Playing that out so early is going to be good. All the Kobolds. Come on, Moy. Plus you for white. There you go. There's our turn 1 Pack Beast. And then we can scry and try and find something. The land's kind of nice as well, you know. All I have. Hopefully we just chip away with the Salt Road Pack Beast. You have a turn 2? No, you don't have a turn 2, 3, 2. I have a turn 1 Salt Road Pack Beast. All because I drew that Ornithopter off the top. And we can't attack with that. We get in with our 4-3. I think that's a good rate. Let's attack with this 4-3. Get it done. I wonder if they want to just counter this Fairy Seer. We do anything else. Let's just tap. Play Fairy Seer. They can, you know, counter it, whatever. We draw land and we can next turn, then we can just go rally into rally. That's good. Let's do. I mean, a draw spell is going to be the best. Let's bottom both of these. I don't want either of these. Play a land, say go. Well, we're getting in with a Pack Beast every turn. Like that's a pretty good rate if you ask me. I mean, they can play a Terror here, but can't be the turn 1 4-3, can you? There you go, and they have 7 on top. So they obviously have some Terrors in their hand. I mean, we bottomed our scries. I'm feeling good, mate. I'm feeling good. Let's see if they get this flip, eh? They did cycle only Sandbar, so they had a bit of a iffy turn. They don't get that, so at least we can now hit him with this Sorry Pack Beast and Fairy Seer. And honestly, if we just draw a land, we're just going to rip this rally. They can counter it. I don't mind. We're just going to flash it back and do it again. Don't do anything else. Right, we draw a Walker. Let's just tackle the Salt Road Pack Beast and a Fairy Seer. We'll play the Walker. Texas Walker. They also didn't play a land. They cycled this in a land. Interesting. I mean, the Pack Beast is getting it done. And I think we even just hold on to the rally until they play a Terror and they start attacking with it. Then we can just rally them. On God. Obviously keeping up Counterspell, yeah, but I'm quite happy just Bashing him for 5 every turn. Yeah, honestly, let's keep going. Keep going. They'll counter this pack beast though. I kind of don't want to play it until I need to, really. Although we do need to battle through some counter spells. Maybe we just do play it. 1, 2, 3. We only have one thing yet. It doesn't matter too much. We'll just tap a kobold and play Assault Rogue Pack Beast. I can see it being counter spelled. They haven't done anything else. Yeah, there it is. Good. Alright, they're on 6. They can't really attack us though. They're flipped now as well. Counter spells on top. Very good for them. Because that's an awkward position. I don't think they can attack though. You know what I mean? It would be ballsy to attack. We will play that. Kobold. We're not going to attack the pack beast. Can't let them do that. Hell, we might want to wait for like a land spell pierce, which is crazy, but we're probably telegraphing that we have a rally in our hand because we're just holding up one card and we're playing a lot of like walkers and stuff. I mean, I think we just start brute forcing it now. We have 4 copies of it, so I think over the next 4 turns we just keep doing this until we win. Yep, we'll pass. And we're just going to flush it back and do it again. And then we'll cast the other one, and then we'll cast the other one. How many counter spells can you have? All we need is just 3 to connect. 3 creatures to connect. They can't have to keep up all that stuff though. They can't really play 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. Yeah, they kind of can't play a Terror just yet because we flash back to rally, which we're going to do next turn. Exactly what we're going to do next turn. Snapping that. Oh, just to get enough mana to play a Terror and keep up counterspell again, I guess. Fair enough. Come with me. We will still flash back this rally. 2 Terrors. We still need just 3 to connect, which they can. Just see if they have. Flash it back and see, I guess. We can do. Those have a pierce. I mean, I still attack with everything. Block for, and then they must have a bounce spell or some variant, I guess. Well, they didn't have a counter spell for it. But it's still lethal unless they have a bounce spell. Is that it? You're going to tap for like a Vapor Snag or something. There we go. There we go. And we still have the other rally for backup. Right. Let's talk about this deck because I think it's interesting. All right, let's talk about this deck now. I actually like this deck. I feel like there was something there with it as well. I think what it needs is, I took out the Village Rites. I think it can be really blue-white based. And you could run stuff like similar to the mono-white version, where you're running stuff like the Martyr's Soul and the Captain to draw a card, but it's just 2/2. Rally's good. I actually like the extra unexpected assistance in this version, just to draw more cards. you really do need to just play everything in your deck and just go ham town. I think 15 lands was the correct land count as well. We kind of went to 1 or 2, and having the basics in there did help, especially when we're playing all our 1 blue pips. The Artificer's Assistant, we didn't really get to see in that match too. Ideally, we just want like another Fairy Seer so we can actually play something and then convoke it with the Meeting of Minds or Unexpected Assistance. So I think the flying helps out a lot. And in theory, I think it's good because you can also play it and then play the Ornithopter for Phyrexian Walker. But we just had lethal in that game, so that was that kind of thing. I think, yeah, cutting down some of the 0 drops is important. You're going to have a fair few of it anyway. But this, weirdly, was resilient. And we did steal the game against that Tron deck as well. I think the sideboard just needs some work. I think obviously the Village Rites need to go. I just don't know what that is yet. It might very well be maybe some Red Blasts, potentially, like cutting 2 Village Rites and Spell Pierce for a Red Blast. And maybe cutting the Thraben Charms for something else. Hard to know what that would be though. I was kind of hoping there was a Convoke spell that could be a removal, but I couldn't really see anything that I really wanted. Anyway, that was the deck. Thank you very much, Usher, for letting me play it and let me tweak it a little bit as well. And I'll see you in the next one.